Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk about the catastrophic launch of World of Tanks PC on the Steam platform. Let me explain myself. 2 days ago, World of Tanks, or I should say Steam, officially announced its partnership with World of Tanks PC, which means that you can download the game directly from Steam. Same as we had for World of Tanks Blitz, but here for the main game being World of Tanks PC. So World of Tanks prepares for its debut on Steam, and oh boy, was it catastrophic. Let me explain myself. We're talking about a multi-billion company. I guess World of Tanks Blitz Wargaming in general is making tons of money, but they are still not capable of uniting or synchronizing Steam account with Wargaming account. Let me explain myself. When you arrive on World of Tanks Steam launcher, you will see something that is shocking, or at least that shocked me. It's the number of bad reviews, because the game was out for only 2 days, and there is already 1.3k reviews, and most of them are negative. There are two reasons for that. One that is totally understandable from the perspective of players, and one that really shows that World of Tanks is going downhill. Let me explain. The first one is, and you're going to see it through most of the reviews, the bad reviews, you're going to see it's red literally everywhere. From time to time, you have some recommended reviews, but for the moment, most of them are negative. But the main reason, the first one, is that when you take a look at World of Tanks PC and World of Tanks PC Steam, those are the same game, but you don't and you can't connect your Wargaming account with your Steam account. Which means that if you spent countless hours using the Wargaming launcher before the game was implemented on Steam, when you download the game from Steam, you can't use your original account to play the game from Steam, which means that you have to restart the game from the start. Just imagine for how long that game have been around. It means that some people that played that game 10 years, that unlocked every single tank in the game, are forced, if they want to play the game through Steam, to recreate an account. And there are two reasons for that. I suspect Wargaming, they know that they're losing players. Quickie Baby talked about that. Mighty Jingles talked about that. Every big YouTuber from World of Tanks talked about that. The problem is they lost 25%, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, of their player base. So maybe putting the game in Steam and forcing people to recreate accounts could artificially grow the number of players that registered, and therefore maybe from a financial status prove that the game is not dead. It's hiding behind a mask because obviously the game is dying. It's something that is a statement by now. We all know it. So maybe that's Wargaming desperate attempt to gather some more players to, let's say, redeem or retreat from the deadline where they will have to close the door and say, okay, we're going bankrupt. This is the first one. And the second one that is the worst possible is the number of people that are warning others about the pay-to-win aspect of the game. Most of the biggest reviews and most liked are people saying things like that. Don't start to play that game. Wargaming never cared for the community. Nowadays, the game is pay to win. Premium tanks are extremely expensive. The game is one endless grind. On this one, I mean, it's good that it's one endless grind. For beginners, it's a nightmare. Matchmaking is garbage. All the things as a community we told to Wargaming, like change this, change that, and that they never listened because they wanted to make money. All of those things are starting to pay back right now because look at this. The game has extremely negative reviews, which means that from a Steam perspective, it's either Wargaming pays a lot Steam for the game to arrive in directly when you log into the game, into your proposed ideal video game. Otherwise, if they don't do that, based on the negative reviews, the game is gonna die on Steam within a month. Is it good for Wargaming? Definitely not. Is it good? Maybe for players, because Wargaming will finally understand that we as players want them, the developers, to listen to us. Maybe, but I don't think it's gonna happen. They've been running their game for 10 years, and I think it's already over for them. They know they are going downhill, and they're just trying to save whatever money they can before leaving the ship and letting it sink far behind. So yeah, this is how it goes for us. It seems like it's an horrific launch, and I can't really blame the player for putting negative reviews. Now, fellas, to make a comparison with World of Tanks Blitz, World of Tanks Blitz is not dying. I know a lot of you are thinking that it's dying, that everything is boring about the game, etc. And I'm one of those players, but it's definitely not, because when you take a look at the game on Steam, from the Steam perspective, the reviews are really positive. There are a lot of reviews, a lot of people playing, and the community grows by the day. And unlike World of Tanks PC, even if a lot of you don't want to admit it, I feel like Wargaming is listening to their community when it comes to World of Tanks Blitz. You don't see it from a large scale, you don't see it from a smaller scale, sorry, because there are things that we talk about and we want to change, and those things are not coming. But trust me, on a much larger scale, Wargaming in World of Tanks Blitz is listening to their community. So shout out to the developers, shout out to the World of Tanks Blitz team that are doing an amazing job. We know that we don't like each other, but even if we don't like each other, I gotta respect what you do for the game, because at least you're not doing the same mistakes as your older brother on their shitty show that World of Tanks PC is. So yeah, I know what you're gonna tell me. You are shocked maybe. You are shocked that, yes, it happens. It's possible that World of Tanks Blitz is going okay, is going even well so far. And I hope it's going to continue, because they learned from the mistakes their older brother did in World of Tanks PC. But I would also like, to know your opinion, guys, on both World of Tanks Blitz and World of Tanks PC, because if you compare both games, yes, World of Tanks PC has better graphics. It also has a better tech tree, more tanks, but at least in World of Tanks Blitz, even if we have some broken premiums compared to World of Tanks PC, we have just a smaller amount. And we also have a much easier grind than it's the case in World of Tanks PC. In World of Tanks PC, if you use money, you will get to tier 10 within maybe 2-3 weeks. In World of Tanks Blitz, without using money, if you're good, obviously, if you're good, you can expect to get to a tier 10 using premium account in maybe, let's say, 2 weeks maximum, because they adapted their game and the games are going much faster in World of Tanks Blitz. So that's it, guys. This is it for that video. Hope you enjoyed and hope you share my satisfaction about seeing World of Tanks PC going downhill on Steam. Kind of satisfying from the perspective of an old player. And I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. If you enjoyed, subscribe and see ya.